Oh boy, getting pretty nervous because for more time than anybody could easily believe, I've been struggling to get into a room with my things I've had in storage and begin the scary process of putting my life's accomplishments on YouTube, hoping I can somehow generate a way to earn money. A lot of people do similar things and don't earn anything. And I've been so struggling to just think clearly. Every day surviving outdoors, knowing people talk about me as a homeless bum. It's really awful. I'm a nice looking man, but it's surprising how many people keep track of what you wear every day and why you're in the same spot at the same McDonald's every day. I've joked saying they like me so much there, I've been expecting them to surprise me with a cot in the back room. Well, I'm gonna start not by showing me. I know that if anybody views, the first thing they wonder is, what's this person look like? Well, one of my character voices, isn't that clever? I'm no longer young and pretty. My value is in factual information that I share, what happened with me and people I know. I'm going to share photographs and audio, video, documents to indicate everything I say is truthful and not just simply made up. I'm going to start with a photograph of somebody that I wish were here, even though he was awful. Awful he was, and it wasn't his fault. That's a brother of mine my mother had with a different father. She married twice. And his story, which was awful. Similar to that poor Elvis's grandson. Imagine that. If you know who Elvis Presley is, there's people who don't. This fellow had money and opportunity to do anything in life. And at 27, he shoots a gun into his head. I would have done that if I had access to one. Life is so hard. But when the biggest thing that was missing from my life, and is from everybody, is just a little information. I keep imagining Don Adams in Get Smart when he shows his fingers pinching. I missed it by that much. And it's true looking back. So I'm going to share photographs. I don't know if and when I'll put one of me. I'm just not doing that thing with myself on the camera as I talk, because I've realized, here's what I figured out: when women of childbearing age aren't after you, that means you're old. God. And only reason I think of that is I wish I had had a child, and that was my biggest mistake, and I'll probably never do so now. Unless I get a lot of money, have a house in a special area, and then try to figure out. And I'd be happy with a lady who's old, but usually they don't want to have children. A quick story: I was at a bus stop in Florida not too long ago, and to me, she looked very old. Yet she's talking about, she looked so old, I'm thinking the last thought in her mind would be a fella interested in her. And so I'm beside her, and she's talking to a woman, and this very old-looking woman said she had a baby not too long ago. And I, at some point, interjected, wow, that's great that you had a baby, and I've been wanting to have a child too. You can give me hope. And she responded in a way like she wasn't interested in me. And I'm thinking, wow, she actually thought out of the blue. I would suggest, could she have a baby for me too? It's funny how hard it is to communicate our thoughts accurately to different people. It was neat to realize even an old woman, but they rarely want to have a baby. Okay, enough of that. I'll be back.